I'm Andrew Edwards, and you're watching Gear Live. This past Tuesday, Apple announced the brand new Apple Watch Series 6 and Apple Watch SE. They'll be available tomorrow, but Apple sent them over a little early for me to check out. And in this video, I open them up and give you a look at what's new. What's going on, Tech Squad? Andrew Edwards here, and as I mentioned today, we're taking a look at the brand new Apple Watch Series 6 and Apple Watch SE. Now, these were announced on the 15th at Apple's virtual September event, and since we couldn't attend in person this year, Apple sent them over for us to check out. So let's get started and jump in and open up these boxes. Now, this is the package Apple sent over. Inside here, we find a product red iPhone 11, which leads me to believe that the Apple Watch Series 6 that we'll find in here will also be product red to match. Of course, there's also the new blue color if you're looking at the aluminum models in particular. Now, as for the Apple Watches, first up is the Apple Watch SE in aluminum space gray with a charcoal sport loop. And right under that, we've got the flagship Apple Watch Series 6 in product red aluminum, just as I suspected, with a product red sport band included. We've got some of the new watch bands here as well. Apple announced the Solo Loop and Braided Solo Loop alongside the Series 6 and SE Apple Watches, so we'll be able to check these out as well. Now, I released a video giving an overview of the Apple Watch Series 6 and SE, and if you missed it, I'll leave a link where you can check that one out down in the description below to find out about all of the new features. Now, be sure to hit that subscribe button because after this unboxing, I'll have even more coverage on the Apple Watches and the rest of Apple's fall lineup that you won't want to miss. Now, the unboxing experience is going to be pretty similar for these, so let's just jump in. Pull the tab to remove the plastic and then pull the two tabs at each end of the cover to remove it and reveal both the Apple Watch box and the box for the band. Of course, you can pick any of the combos that Apple lists online, but you can also use the Apple Watch Studio at apple.com so you can pick your watch, case size, material, and color along with the Apple Watch band of your choice to go along with it. Now, inside the box, you'll find the printed booklet information along with the magnetic charging cable. And in case you missed it, Apple did announce that they would not be including the 5-watt wall charger anymore with the Apple Watch, so we aren't going to find that in here. However, you likely have a USB-A charging adapter and you can plug this into that or a port on your computer if you don't want to buy one separately. One note, if you happen to buy either an Hermes Apple Watch or a titanium Apple Watch edition, those will still include the AC adapter in the box. Okay, onto the Apple Watch itself. As you can see here, the product red Series 6 comes in a little dust cover, while the Apple Watch SE comes in more of like a folded paper casing. So after removing the dust cover, you can hang on to it in the box, while the paper you'll probably just want to throw away. Onto the bands, the product red band obviously goes perfectly with the red Apple Watch Series 6, and that's a really striking look. And I'm actually super conflicted right now because I've never personally owned an aluminum Apple Watch. I've bought every model since the first one, and I've always either picked up a stainless steel model or a ceramic model if that was available. So side note, ceramic is nowhere to be seen this year, so I was gonna go titanium since I like the more exclusive casing materials and the sapphire crystal glass, but this red just looks so good. So I've got some decisions to make. The Apple Watch SE with the charcoal sport loop looks good too, but it's a bit understated for my taste personally, but that's what the Apple Watch is all about. You've got the different casings, the different colors, the different sizes, the different bands, allowing you to make the Apple Watch match your personality. So after powering it on and getting it paired to the iPhone, I started checking out some of the new watch faces that Apple included this year. And first, I've got to say that I'm definitely excited about the fact that we will now be able to share watch faces with friends and get customized faces from developers that incorporate their apps as complications. That said, I do think this year Apple did a great job with the new faces. I think they're way better than the new ones that we saw with the Series 4 and Series 5. So the first one I saw right when I got into the watch is Meridian, which was color matched for the red casing, which was a nice touch. This next one here is called Artist, and as you can see, I get a different piece of art whenever I tap on it. So it's quirky, it's fun, it's different, which I like. Typograph is bold, giving you several different options for customizing the look of the numbers on the face. Now for this face, I'm a fan of the Roman numerals. And then there's Stripe, which I've seen so much excitement for, especially from my friend Dan Barbera over at Mac Rumors, a die-hard Cleveland Browns fan who can't wait to customize this face to match their team colors. And you can actually do a lot with the stripes face. So you can go into full screen or choose circular if you want to add corner complications. You can choose anywhere between 2 and 9 stripes and select the color for each. And you can even choose the angle and position of the stripes as well. Next up is the Memoji face, and this is one that I bet is going to be insanely popular. And say what you want, Antoine Butler, but Memoji are a cultural phenomenon at this point, and I had to give Antoine a shout out. The man leaves a comment on almost every video, whether he's a fan of the product or not. So does Nike 629. Hey, I see you guys. Anyway, back to this Memoji face. This is my Memoji here. I have the date complication at the top and the weather at the bottom. You can also choose the background spotlight color for the Memoji as well, which if you know me, you already know it's as orange as the Hermes sport band on my ceramic Apple Watch Series 5, which I am mentally preparing to set aside for the new Series 6 hotness. Now, these aren't even all the new faces, but these are the ones that stuck out to me. And again, kudos to Apple for all the different faces they released here in 2020. Now, I mentioned that Apple is releasing some new styles of Apple Watch bands along with the Series 6 and SE watches, and we have 2 of them right here. So first there's a Solo Loop, which is a continuous stretchable soft silicone. And unlike the sport band, there's no clasp or extra material. Instead, it fits more like a bracelet, and by definition seems to be more secure, since the only way to remove the Apple Watch with this band would be to stretch it and move it over your hand. Now there's also the braided Solo Loop, which is the same idea, a bracelet style band, but this one is made of braided yarn weaved with silicone threads, making it breathable and stretchable. Each of these is available in 9 different sizes to fit your wrist perfectly. Now the third new band is a leather link. We don't have that one here, but it's similar to the leather loop, except there's no extra material either, thanks to flexible molded magnets. The new Apple Watch Series 6 and Apple Watch SE are available for pre-order right now, and they go on sale tomorrow. So like I mentioned, I'll have even more videos coming diving into these new models as well as the rest of Apple's fall lineup. We'll also be discussing these on Geared Up, the podcast I do each week with John Rettinger, where we bring you the latest in the world of tech gadgets and games. Just search for Geared Up in your favorite podcast player if you want to listen. Any questions about the Apple Watch Series 6 or Apple Watch SE, drop them down in the comments below and I'll meet you there for further discussion. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Big shout out to the channel subscribers who've been holding it down as well. I appreciate your support as always. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I'll catch you in the next video.